All right. Welcome, you guys. Good morning-ish. It's before noon, so that's considered morning, right? Welcome to Bead Table Wednesday. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let's go ahead and get started nice and early. Hey, welcome. I'm Heather Powers from Humble Beads. I'm a jewelry designer, bead maker, author, illustrator, and your all-around creative muse. And it's my job every week to get those beads off your bead table and onto some jewelry. So today is our monthly Vintaj VIP subscription box unboxing, and I'm always super glad to share this with you guys. So every month, Vintaj has an inspiration kit that they send you with all sorts of findings and beads and super fun mail. Who doesn't love fun mail? Hi, Elise and Susan. So glad to have you guys here. Today's my daughter's birthday, so that's why we're doing the earlier time slot today. So we'll go back to our regular schedule next week of 1 p.m. But there's parties happening today, so I gotta be ready. Although it's really just lunch with her friends, but I'm in charge of hosting, so we have to make it magical in here and celebrate. Oh, you should always celebrate your birthday to the utmost, I feel like. All right, so welcome Barbara, Angela, Candy, Jeanette, Julie. Oh, welcome. I know, super early. So this is a one-time deal. We won't be doing 11 a.m. or 8 a.m. for you Californians. Thank you so much for having your cup of coffee and waking up with me. So yeah, let's talk about the Vintaj subscription box. If you are a subscription box subscriber, let me know in the comments. Say, I subscribe. I would love to know how many of you are already subscribing, and then you join me for inspiration every month to see what we can make in the box. All right. So Angela, this daughter is actually my older daughter. Did not have COVID, just my younger child did. So that's and everyone's doing good. Everyone's feeling better. So, and my youngest one was the only one who got COVID. Thank goodness. And so, yes, hello. I want to say hi to everybody. We got Jonathan, Angela, Mary Kay, Susan, Helen. Oh, I see you guys subscribe. Jonathan, you have your unopened box right in front of you. I love that you are so patient. If I didn't have the unboxing to do, I would just tear into it as soon as it arrived. I wouldn't be patient at all. So let's talk about Vintaj in case you're new and you haven't gotten this awesome little box yet. So every month they send you $150 worth of goodies for $39.50. No, $39.95. Sorry. I think that's it. Oh, my brain's scattered thinking about cake. So, anyways, it's a fantastic deal. All the Vintaj components are made in the USA. They have eco-friendly finishes, and anything you can do with metal, you can do with the Vintaj components. So you can buff them, paint them, bend them, punch them, hammer, stamp, letter, rivet, layer, and dap. And you guys know what that means. Unlimited possibilities and unending inspiration. That's what we like to hear. So let's go ahead. Oh, now you guys all know where I live. Darn. Well, it's no big secret. All right, let's open this box up. Ooh, and every month we get the subscription card that has all the inspiration. And I guess I'm a little thrown. I thought June was pearl, but I guess there's a few different gemstones that you can do for pearl for the birthstone, and so I think they're going more in the tanzanite direction. I think that's what it is. Well, either way, it's very lovely. Is amethyst the June birthstone? Let me guys know. What is the June birthstone? I really thought it was pearl. I had white beads pulled, so. Oh, and I always recommend that you guys study what Jess has done here with all the different components, because Jess always does something super creative with them. Never straightforward what you think you would do with them. She always pulls out something out of the box to create. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. I'm going to start with my Vintaj brass findings. Yeah, it is pearl. So I did see, I think tanzanite was like, what I want to say, like a alternative one that you could do. So maybe they wanted to go with tanzanite. All right. I am loving the summer butterfly theme that we got here. So we have I'm totally losing my mind. I forgot what this is called. It's a setting, so you can put a little cameo or a crystal in here and then fold down the little prongs, and that will hold your setting. We have this really beautiful Art Nouveau type fan, and so it has the beautiful leaves on it. I'm liking this piece. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Julie. The 3 that could be for bezel. Yes. Oh my goodness. I had a very late night, guys. I am not on top of it. And I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm just hopeless. Alexandrite, moonstone, and pearl can all be the inspiration. I mean, the birthstone for June. So that's really good to know. All right, we have a daisy. And, oh, that's the back side. And this is the front side. Good to know. We have a butterfly filigree with lots of different options for connections here. You can see all on the side, down the middle, on the top. These, I'm pretty sure, are a subscription box exclusive. I've never seen these before. And they're little polka dot butterflies. Oh, I really love these. So sweet. Then we have some butterfly charms that would be perfect for earrings or as little accents. We have little filigree butterfly charms too. And, oh, dance is our our word for this time. Susan, you just did something. Oh, is this the one you did the little house with? Or do you have a new creation? You're always creating something new, Susan. I just love that. All right, now we have the raw brass pieces. And let's see, we have even more butterflies. Well, this is kind of a, well, yeah, it's a butterfly. I was going to say it's a moth, but it's not fuzzy enough in the middle to be a moth. So this is also a Vintaj box exclusive. I've never seen that one. So I love that. Then we have this piece. And the raw brass pieces look really nice if you use the Vintaj Colorful Soul paints with them or the old Vintaj patina paints. So if you're not into quite the shiny brass, you can, you know, make it a little more you with some color. Oh, this is cool. This is definitely a box exclusive. I've never seen anything like this. So it has 2 holes on the top here, and then the floral design on the bottom. So a really cool pendant. This is intriguing. Then we have these little charms with charms. Charms with charms with charms. These are super fun. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to make my daughter something with these, but maybe not for today's video. But she would just love these. Okay. Now we have 2 hoops that have an etched design on the outside. And again, I am thinking most of these things are Vintage box exclusives. I've never seen these on the website. So, you know, that's one of the things about the Vintage subscription box. You kind of get to go into the Vintage vault, and they have all sorts of fun goodies for you. Some really cool bead caps. Then we have, oh, look at those. 2 little tiny butterfly charms. Oh, I'm loving everything. How am I going to decide what to make? And then we have some teeny itty bitty butterfly charms. Oh, so many cute things, you guys. All right, we have some Vintage chain here. And, oh, it's actually a bracelet, so you could do a charm bracelet with this. How awesome. I love this box. Definitely so summery and fun. The Vintage findings, you guys, are super high quality. And if you haven't purchased or invested in Vintage chain, I highly recommend it. Okay, now we got the bag of colorful inspiration. So let's see what we got in here. Okay, so yeah, I would say they kind of got like a little bit of moonstone looking, Alexandrite. Probably more the Alexandrite was their inspiration, which I'm totally digging. It's mystical, it's magical. So you have a bezel with the crystal inside of it, and then we have this big crystal, and this is a real crystal, guys. It's has some serious heft to it. And of course you would just slip this right in here and then bend down your little prongs, and you'll have a pendant ready to go. I think I need to open those prongs a little bit, but I'll just set that right there aside for now. To decide what to make, that's going to be the hard part. What's calling your name, guys? I always like to hear what you guys are inspired by. What would be the first thing you would grab? Cindy, you cannot order the previous month's boxes, but this box right here, the June box, will be available until the very end of June. So you can order this box all the way until the last day of June, and you will get the same box. And then in July, you would get a new box. So good to know. All right, so I'm going to pull out some purple humble beads to kind of kickstart my inspiration here. What do I wanna do? Let's see, I have a little humblebee bird. And of course these aren't in the box, these are from my Stashin website. Let's see, I got some wobbles. I have a pendant, an oval willow pendant that looks good. Let's see, I think I would go more with periwinkle for the disc beads if I wanted to use any disc beads. All right, that's some inspiration. Okay, so let me see what you guys have written. Angie, they are no longer doing the green girl. That was for 2021, and this year they are doing the beads that are inspired by the birth month instead. So yeah, but they definitely fill it up with an equal amount of vintage stuff. So yeah. All right, the look of the filigree butterflies inside of the circles. That would be cute, wouldn't it, you guys, for a pair of earrings? That would be sweet. Definitely the polka dot butterflies. Yeah, I am really Really loving those. So cute. And I'm a small earring person myself, so I wouldn't necessarily use this for earrings. So you have two pendants in here. Pick a butterfly, any butterfly, right? I can't go wrong. Use one, use all. Oh, yeah. So, this is cool, isn't it, Candy? I'm really intrigued by this piece. But let me think. Okay, so I like this one. I'm trying to think of my birthday girl and what Hannah would like. And Hannah, she loves anything Asian inspired. It's very appealing to her. And then she loves Bollywood. So that's why I was thinking these kind of Indian culture, not necessarily Bollywood, but Indian culture. These would look really cool. And then she also likes cottage core, which is fairies and butterflies. So I can't go wrong with anything that I make her. You know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I am going to do an earring palooza. Let's see how many earrings we can make in the next half hour. How's that sound, guys? So I'm going to set these aside and leave my earring components. Okay. All right. I am pulling out some paints here, in case you're wondering what that horrible noise is. Me digging through my stash. All right, guys. I think I'm going to make a custom color for these little guys right here. I am shaking up these Vintage Ultimate Paints Colorful Soul. Oh yes, guys, Vintage has great customer service. You can email them at customerservice@vintaj.com, and if you have any questions, they will definitely get back to you. They have a really good team. Okay. I apologize. I don't know the name of this color because it was one of the first batches of the Vintage pieces and they didn't have all that information out yet, or didn't include this. Sorry. Alright, so I'm mixing up this lilac color, and then I have this navy blue that I'm going to use. It's just a little dot. Lynn, it does sound like my hands are tap dancing, although I am not talented or coordinated enough to do hand tap dancing or any other kind of tap dancing. Okay, I'm just going to use the plastic baggie here as my little canvas and my little color palette that I'm going to use to mix up the paints on. And a little bit goes a long way. So if you didn't know, adding a little blue to pink will make purple. Sorry, I can't believe I said if you didn't know. I'm sure you know. Shelly, the Vintage brass, all of the ones today are, or all the metals, all the Vintage metals today are brass, but they do have plated pieces on their website too. So they have vintage brass, but they also have plated pewter in all different kinds of finishes that are copper and silver. Okay. Maybe went a little too blue on things here. Oh, and a little tip for mixing colors, guys. I would never want to mix the light color into the dark. You always want to take the dark color and mix it into the light. You will, the lighter color, you will save a lot of paint by doing that. All right. And I'm just going to hold this still with my finger. And I'm using the silicone brush and painting in the little flowers here. Just a little tiny coat. And the silicone brushes tend to give you a little bit more control as you're applying the colors, so that's one of the benefits of using the silicone brushes. And then of course you can just wipe them off with a baby wipe at the end, so cleanup is super easy. I did not mix enough of this color, so I'm gonna have to do that again. Okay, and then I'm going to paint inside the little flower up here too. Well, the floral design. It's not really a flower. Well, sure it is. Why not? Alright, just zipping along here, filling in almost kind of like enamel, isn't it? How you're filling in these little gold reservoirs with color. Definitely has that enamel inspiration. So I'm going to set that aside to dry for a few minutes and finish the next one. All right. I really love the Vintage box exclusives, the pieces that are vintage. So pieces that maybe they had made for samples or had bought closeouts, or who knows how they came to be in the Vintage warehouse, but we get to benefit of them. And if you guys don't know, the Vintage warehouse now has a permanent sales floor, and you guys can make appointments and go shop there. And then they have their sales during the year, usually in October, where they have a big warehouse sale. And then also the Adornments Retreat is in Galena. I'm not participating this year, taking a year off, but Jess and Candy Cooper have put together an amazing little retreat for you guys, and I do believe registration is still open and available for that. Okay, so I'm going to set those guys aside, and I think I'm going to leave everything else the bright, shiny, raw brass. Kind of digging it. Oh, well, I lied. Maybe I'll do a little bit more in the periwinkle color and on the outside here. Except I want this to be a a little bit of a thinner coat because I want that texture to shine through. So I'm just gonna brush it on and push it around a little bit thinner. Just using my finger here. Very professional. All right, I like that. It's just a little, I've just toned down that bright brass just a little bit. Oh, I wish it was easier to locate Vintaj components in Canada too. I know they ship to Canada though, Karen, so don't be afraid to shop online. I know it's not as convenient. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay, now let's get some earring designs going. Let's see, I think I might like these guys in here with that, and I'm going to grab my Vintaj buffing block and I'm going to buff just a little bit. I'm doing a video right now. So this is the Vintaj buffing block, and I'm just going to buff out the highlights just a tiny bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to do 3 pairs of earrings here. So I'm going to do that one. And then I'm going to do this little cascade of butterflies that I think will be super cute. And I think I'm going to have to pull out my hole punch. And so we got the 1.5 Vintaj, 1.5 millimeter Vintaj hole punch. And I'm just going to punch a little hole right in the bottom here so that I can connect these together. Now, brass, oh, I broke it, darn it. Okay, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. Oh, I was too close. That's okay, we're just gonna pretend. I'm just gonna grab my file and file that off. And I'm going to punch on the wing instead. Takes a little bit to twist that off. And I don't think I even, oh yeah, there it goes. Fell through. Okay, so to fix this, and you know, sometimes things happen, I'm just gonna cut off that little piece of metal right there. And then pull out a little metal file and just get rid of that little burr. There. We're just going to pretend that never happened. We're going to pretend he has his butt tucked underneath his wings. All right. Now I'm going to poke a hole on this one, but I'm going to do the opposite wing so that the earrings mirror each other. Yes, brass is very difficult to punch. Brass is the strongest of the metals. There are copper is the softest, and then silver soft too. But the brass, yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to do these butterflies like kind of fluttering. So I have them going a few different directions. All right. I'm going to use purple on these ones with some little humble beads wobbles like that. Let's see what I have. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do something funky. Maybe. No, I want that to be on there. I'm gonna add this on a jump ring on the top. That's what I'm gonna do with that, with the little drops. And I think I won't use the humble beads on these ones just because. Will I? Won't I? I don't know. We'll see. Trying to decide. And I'm going to grab those with those little charms right there. Just trying to grab some of the little pretties from the kit to add a little sparkle and shine. And I'm going to grab some O beads here that I'll be using as spacers. And then metal, I'm going to use my trusty Vintaj brass. Yes, Karen, brass, silver, and then like copper is the softest. Okay, so let's whip these earrings out quick as can be. I think, oh yeah, look guys, I have the little willows I'll use with that one. All right. Let me grab all my tools here. And for this, I think I'm gonna keep things a little bit simple. Well, not just a little simple, very simple. Thinking about how I want to put this together. And I think I need to pull out some little tiny jump rings. Which of course I could never find. Going to go with some oval links as the jump ring to attach the butterflies. Okay, let's see how quickly I can put these together. Okay, I'm going to put that see how that's going to fall. Yeah, I think gravity will be kind to me there. Oh my goodness. Did you hear Jesse sneeze? Do you guys have partners that sneeze like ridiculous? Isn't that the joke? The older guys get, the louder their sneeze goes. This is kind of fighting with me, so I think I'm going to instead of trying to get it on. I might attach it with a little jump ring. Nope. I am not going to attach it with a jump ring at all. I'm going to keep things simpler. Angie, the the sneezing drives you crazy? Yeah. I'm like, what is that? And why? Why, sir? Why? But, you know, if Jesse's crazy sneeze is his biggest fault, I guess I can't really complain. Alright, I kind of like, I want it to lay in there like that. So I'm trying to think, how can I do that? And I'm thinking, and maybe I'll regret it, but we'll see. I'm going to poke a hole in the wing here. And this is how I work, guys. I just think like, what can I do? And just experiment and play. There's never like a right or wrong answer. You just go for it. And if it works out, awesome. If not, you just take it apart and start over. No major loss. Okay. So I have these little ball head pins, and I'm going to take the butterfly charm and stick the ball head pin on there like that. And then I'm going to position it where I want it to be in general. Actually, I'm going to leave a little bit of the ball head pin out. And I'm going to wrap this as tight as I can so that it's not moving around. We'll see if this works or not. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. So I'm gonna wrap this around several times, going around the hoop here. And I don't want it to look too messy, so I'm gonna use my pliers and get the little hoops, the little wraps closer together. Okay. I don't want that to move around, but alright, trying to decide what to do. I don't think I quite got a tight enough grasp on this. I might have to restart that. Didn't quite turn out like I had hoped, which is fine. Of course, cutting a little cluster of wire. Here we go. Alright. Anything simpler, not harder. Let me grab all my tray of jump rings and find my little babies here. Guys, you should see the huge mess I've made already. Just in a few minutes. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use these little 5mm jump rings. Hey, Pammy. Welcome. Can you come over? Yes, Susan, come on over and play. Love that. Maybe you can come to my fall retreat this year. We'll see what's going on with that. I haven't made any decisions yet. If I want to open it up, leave it. Okay, so the thing I want to do is attach it to here, but if I attach it to here, I don't have enough room to add something else. And I'm like, do I want to poke a hole? And I'm afraid of poking a hole and having another one of those mishaps, because I would say there's not enough room to poke a hole there. Okay, what I'm going to do, so let's add that on the top bead, and then I'll figure out how to add that butterfly on to this piece down below. So I'm gonna, I have no idea why I just made the wrap like that. I've become a feral jewelry maker. What happened? Okay. Alright, wrapping around tightly 2 times. And then a few times on top to get that thicker, messy wrap look that I find so endearing. It's funny, you like want to be clever and think of something new, and then you're like, why am I fighting with this? And just come up with a simpler solution is sometimes the best. Okay, I'm just pinching in this little tail on there, making sure that the end of the wire is always going in the back of your design, not the front. And I'm going to throw on an O bead as a spacer between here. I'm going to pinch down my little wrap. It was too high up and a little crooked. Oop, no, I have my little wire poking out in the front. I don't know how Okay, here we go. Alright guys, now things are going to just slide into place and be much easier. Then of course you always want your top loop to be going left to right so that your ear wire will fit on nicely. And wrapping around again, tight, 2 times tightly, and then 2 times on top. Trim that off, and now I'm going to attach this guy. Let's see how and where. Might have to do 2 jump rings, and if I have to do 2 jump rings, I'm glad these ones are a little bit more decorative and not just plain. These are actually etched with a slight texture on them, so it's looking a little fancier. All right. This is like giving birth today. I don't know why. Why was there such a struggle? Like I said, sometimes you want to be more clever than you need to be. Alright, do I like that though? I'm not 100% sure if I'm sold on that. I might need to do something else with it. But I'm going to leave it for right now. Now let's throw on the ear wire. Vintage brass ear wires are my favorites in the whole world. Actually, the only ones I can wear. They're nickel free. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I'm going to leave it. Okay, I'm not going to do the second one because you guys don't need to watch me struggle through that again. Once was enough. If anyone's even still watching, give me a heart if you're still watching, you guys. 40 minutes into it, and I got one pair of earrings done. But I'm going to whip these next two out in a matter of minutes. So let me get this through the bottom here. I'm going to close this up and then attach. So I have one attached on this side, and then I'm going to do one on the top here. On the opposite side. I think they'll lay nicely that way. Okay. I think I have 2 people watching still. Thank you guys. I hope I have more. If you're still around, say hello. Let me know. Let me know if you're around still. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's like little fluttering butterflies going up and down. Yay! Yes, Linda, whatever it takes. Oh, okay, Karen, there's 40 people here. I'll quit feeling sorry for myself. Sometimes it's just a struggle, you guys. There's just no getting around it. Okay. And I think I'm just going to be real simple about constructing the rest of this and just use simple loops. I'm going to stick this guy on here. Have to open it up just a little bit wider. And then I have this little flower from the box and the bead cap, which is really, really cool. I really love that bead cap. I'd like a million of those. The humble bead, a little O bead, and then this little purple glass piece on the top. Okay, my daughter's really gonna love these ones. So her. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to do another simple loop on the top here. And attach the ear wire. And now that I have this like this, I think I want to add just a little bit of color to this top butterfly. So I'm going to pull out this pinkish purple color again, tone it down with just a tiny bit of the blue. This is all. Oh, no, there's still a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to paint these little wings, just the wings. I'm going to leave the thing in the center. This little body, I'm going to leave that gold. Nice thing about these silicone brushes is you can get into really small little spots. Like painting underneath a jump ring. Okay, yeah, I like that with just a little bit of color on there. I did not do my loop the right way, so I'm gonna have to twist that loop around in a second. And should I do something on this one? No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Don't over design, guys. Okay, so I don't have the loop twisted the right way on here. It needs to be going. Well, no, it's front to back. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, these are definitely, I think this is the one I'm going to give my daughter for sure for her birthday. She's going to love those. Okay, now let me whip something up really quickly with these guys. So I'm going to do some wire work attaching these. First thing I'm going to do is make this into a little bail here on this little guy. Might have made that a little messier than I wanted. We shall see. Oop, okay. All right, now try to think. No, you know what? Again, the simpler the better. Let me see if I have a jump ring that will fit there. Nice big jump ring. Oh, doing a video in here, guys.
So sorry.
It's okay. That's the thing. There's too much pressure today. I know they want me to help with getting the party set up. And that's on top of the regular pressure of just designing something on the fly. Which, if you guys could see when I design things, like my bracelet for the kid of the month, I think I had like 10 different variations before I came up with the one that really spoke to me. All right. I have these little guys. And I'm just going to do a large wrapped loop on the bottom. That's what I think will work best for this. So I have my loop that I'm going to open and close. Nope. I don't know how I got paint all over my pliers. Well, is it really a mystery, Heather? Okay. I'm gonna slip this on before I wrap it, and I'm gonna stick on the jump ring on the front of it. Am I digging that? I might see if a smaller jump ring works. So many choices, so much to decide on. Does that work? Does that work? Okay. One size down with the jump rings, and let's see if I like the look of that a little bit better. Jonalyn, your weekend is going to be filled with butterfly jewelry. I love that journey for you. Okay, do I like that? Yeah, maybe not. Just not 100% sold on it. So I think I'm just going to skip it for right now. Come back to that later. And I'm going to stick on the willow bead. Just seeing how I want to do this. I think on the top here I'm going to do a little teeny tiny cluster of jump rings to make a little rosette, so that oh yeah, Lynn, I should have looked up here sooner. Yeah, that would be a totally cute idea. Let me see. Lynn's idea is to tie it on with a little bit of waxed linen. So let's try that. Let's pull out a little bit of 2-ply waxed linen. Let me do my little top rosette here. So to do this little rosette, you're going to take your first jump ring and close it nice and tight. Your second jump ring is going to attach to the first one. And now your third jump ring, and these are the little 5mm Vintaj etched jump rings. Now you want to go through both of these. So I've gone through both of the jump rings with the third one. And then I'm going to lay them like this so they look like a little rosette and stick them on my piece. And then you got this cute little textured rosette on the top of there. And I'm going to throw an O bead on top of it just to help. Oh, no. An O bead is not going to work. I'm going to grab a little seed bead. Oh. Maybe I'll just do the knot. I mean the loop in there. I think it'll be good. Okay, now I'm going to do something a little funky. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to do a little elongated oval on the top here for my loop. Instead of a regular wrapped loop, we're going to do an elongated oval. Okay. And so I have that elongated loop here, and I'm going to hammer it real quick. I always have my bench block and ball peen hammer at the ready, because you just never know. Alright, I'm going to place it on the bench block right here. This is one of the advantages of parawire, is that you can hammer it and it's not going to flake. So it's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons I like to use it. So I just flattened that out just for a little bit of a decorative touch. Now let's see about this guy. Maybe I just don't want it on there, or maybe I wanted it on the bottom. What do you guys think? Oh, I forgot Candy Cooper has her thing on. We're doing the Vintaj unboxing here, Wanda, and I've struggled dearly to make 3 pairs of earrings. So here's the first one that I have made. And here's the second earring where I cascaded a little line of butterfly charms to make a super cute pair of earrings. And then these ones, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave them as is. I want that little drop on there, but maybe I'm struggling with it because it's not meant to be. I'll play with it off screen. But I painted this and added a humble bead and did a little elongated teardrop shape on the top. Yeah, so it's too much, right, Susan? I think so too. Sometimes you don't have to over design things. You can keep them simple. So these are my 3 designs that took me an hour to come up with. The muse, she was fickle today. All right, I will put together the other pairs on the other sides and post these on my Facebook group so you guys can see the complete finished pieces and all of their glory. Thank you guys for joining me. I would love to see what you guys make with the Vintaj subscription box, especially if you use Humble Beads. But even if you don't use Humble Beads, feel free to share it in the Humble Beads VIP party group. And then, yeah, you can order this box until the end of the month, and it's $39.95. And you get $150 worth of goodies in them. You will get the exact same box that you see here today. And that's it, you guys. Don't forget to stop over to the Humble Beads VIP party group for our color inspiration. This is our color palette, and super excited about that. Oops. And then, of course, on the website, we have our kit of the month. We'll be doing this project together on the last Wednesday of the month. And that's it. I don't mind sharing the struggle with you guys because, honestly, hardly any of my designs come out exactly as I want them on the first time. Sometimes they come out much easier than other times, but you know, if you're really working with a design that you want to have as a good design and not just something thrown together, it does take a while, and it is helpful to be thoughtful. And sometimes I can do things with an audience, and sometimes it works better if I'm quiet and can just work things through in my head. But every design you see that I make definitely goes through the same process where I'm adding, taking away, playing with different ideas. Some things work out, some things don't. It's all part of the process, and you are doing it perfectly, you guys. I want you guys to have a great week. Have a creative weekend. I hope you pull out some beads. I hope you make something with your Vintaj VIP party. Not party, VIP subscription box, and share with us. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you need to find the Vintaj box, I don't have the link directly, but you can go to vintaj.com, spelled like that, and yeah, you can subscribe to the box. Lynn, thank you so much for saying that. Designing is auditioning the beads. It's not a struggle. You're just seeing which ones played nicer together with each other. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on Friday for our coffee